This is Deductor continuing the pit playthrough. I forgot there was an enemy here that I didn't deal with, which is the Zool male. Pharaoh Zool male. Again, the Zool have knockout grenades, and they use psionic powers, although their base attack isn't, at least that particular one, the base attack isn't very damaging. But nevertheless, it's a good idea to, because they have a knockout grenade, unless you're immune to the effects, and the way you become immune is by either having, well, basically either equipping an armor that is contained, or alternatively, you must use another item called the filtration mask, which again is something you can find if you're lucky. It's one of the best items in the game, in my opinion, just because it grants immunity to unconsciousness, which is pretty much the only thing that can kill me now. That's realistically, at this point, with my level of equipment and psionic abilities, the only way I can die at this point is if something knocks me unconscious and then a number of enemies do massive damage to me in the meantime. Yeah, this is not a real desk, so I can't end my turn next to it. I have no choice but to do this. Then the most dangerous enemy here is almost certainly this robot. I'll bust on my mag rifle to deal with it. Then use the adamantium sword to carve everything up. And I'll deal with the... So at this stage in the game, level 27, that thing could be an Adaptoid, but it can also be something known as the Super Mazoid, which is a monstrously upgraded version of the Adaptoid, and I would rather not fight it at this point. The best thing is to increase our combat skills, since I have enough of the other skills. Ah, one of the last pieces of the puzzle. Side drain. Get rid of cure. I mean, I don't even use this anymore. Let me just tweak my hotbar a bit here. Put fear here. I don't even really use life sense, but yeah, side drain is really good. Oh, I thought that was a fear. Because... Wait, did I click the wrong button again? Oh, whatever. Just die. You can see the adamantium sword is, again, not necessarily better than the adamantium claws. This is actually a good candidate to fear.
With your models.
Whoops. This is actually a problem. I didn't use the door close trick. I'm getting overconfident. This is not acceptable. Overconfidence is what will kill me more than anything. That's a Toxoid. I'm gonna have to fear that. I'm gonna have to equip this so when I attack it I don't get surprised by the nasty ads. I can unequip my quantum scan helmet. Fear this thing.
Now I'm in your head.
Also a good time to side drain if I had the resources, which I don't. Ooh, overconfidence is so bad in this game. Alright. Okay, enough of that. But Side Drain allows you to refill your sidebar fairly quickly. The ability only costs 10 Psi, and it has a very short cooldown. I don't even have my cooling avatar equipped. Morigi Protection Array, I don't really need that at this point. Phase Gloves, I don't even need to use lockpicks to get in. Freeze Ray, interesting weapon, but not that great. I'm going to carry it since it's basically another energy backpack. I don't need a Morigi Protection Array. It has very high defense against ballistic weapons, but poor durability, low armor against everything else. My armor are much better at this point. And I get a I'm going to call this the Hiver Body Armor, which is what it is. Standard combat armor for Hiver military personnel. Can't equip it unless you're a Hiver, so I'm just going to drop it. Another one of these things. I hate those things. Alright, now it's time to come back and deal with the Adaptoid. Now I'm getting all the adamantium resin I could want. Sure, why not? I'll make a backup set of adamantium claws just because I can. Oh, there's a Psycho Grenadier. I gotta watch out for him. They can throw plasma grenades. Don't want to be on the receiving end of a plasma grenade. Let me go this direction.
Concentrate. Concentrate.
I don't know where that thing is going, but I have no interest in chasing it. It's a Cooker. And a Spectre. I don't want to trigger robots right now. I should have side drained it. Not all enemies have a lot of psi. Like, I don't know how much psi the Spectres have. Possibly not very much. The Tarka, for instance, are great candidates once I can get up to at least 10 psi. These guys, of course, the Siders are also good candidates for fairly obvious reasons. Now, keeping in mind, the Proclaimer, that just means I play this game a ridiculous amount. Keeping in mind that when you have the various enemies can resist psionic abilities to differing effects. So the ability to resist psionic powers depend on your power stat, and different enemies have different power stats. Generally, unintelligent enemies have very poor power stat, whereas, you know, the creatures that use psionic powers generally have pretty good power stat. So it's hard to, like, side drain psionic enemies, as you might expect. Energy drinks, very useful. I'm gonna cook all my ribs. Now I'm gonna eat one. I might as well eat them all. And you can see they drop bones. I'm only gonna need one bone. I don't. Do they stack? Oh, they do stack. How about that? I did not actually know that. Or I just forgot it. Whatever the case is, I'm gonna save one of these in case I need to, like, make a backup auto pistol. Alright, the maintenance master is hiding in that corner. Don't really have any great desires to kill it.
Focus on my breathing.
Good candidate for side drain. You can see I got a lot of psi off that guy. Oh, I should have used the adamantium sword there. That's alright. Running so ridiculously low on shotgun shells.
I can feel the power.
There's
I'm ready.
Fryoid. Normally you do not want to be fighting these things close up, but I have good armor, good health. I basically fear nothing.
Now I'm in your head.
More Zool. Oh, heavy security bot. I might actually want to lure that thing out. Let me take a look at... Yeah... Jaeger...
Toshiko's turn. It's just like flying. Time to fight dirty.
Right. I do want to break into that room, but let me think about... Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna have to lure those robots out. Oh, Psycho Grenadier. Oh, fear it.
Toshiko's turn.
Then...
Now I'm in your head.
Adamantium Sword, of course, does AoE damage, which is why it's so good. More Morigi flavor oils. I haven't had a chance to craft any of the high-end food just yet. This room can't be broken into 2 Ada lock doors. I mean, it can be broken into, but it's not worth the effort, I should say. Alright, it's time to try to trigger some of these robots. Oh, Stomo, I don't like that. And one of these guys.
You're dead. Toshiko's turn. Let's play.
Still can't really attack them in melee
I'm ready.
due to the fact that it will damage your weapons. Again, we do the trick. Oh, I'll find more
That's right.
shotgun shells. I really am not that worried. Although I could use a cooker.
Right.
Come on, robots. There we go. It's not the robot I'm looking for. But I'll take it out. Alright, I may have to... Ooh, the Pharaoh's Zool. These guys are pretty resistant to stuff like Side Rain.
Now,
They're not so resistant to telekinetic
curse your thick skull.
abilities, since those don't check power. Those generally, I believe, check strength. And they're not very strong.
Stupid thing.
I have a gazillion shell casings, not that I really need them. They're only useful for making heavy slugs, which I don't have any of the weapons that uses that type of ammunition anyway. Jeez. Well, that guy's worth killing for the lockpicks. I also need to get into this room to actually go on to the next level. Alright. Looks like this guy's coming out by himself. Maybe I'll trigger an alarm by failing to unlock this. That also works. I just need a way to lure the robots out. Damn. Alright. Excellent.
I feel the power.
I believe the adamantium sword might be better. Or they seem more or less the same. Maybe a little better, because these robots have extraordinarily high armor. Extra penetration probably is more worth it. Did I lure out the second robot? Oh, I lured out that robot. That works for me too. These guys are also great candidates to use Shrapnel Storm on, but they seem easy enough to kill. I'm gonna save my fear for the Hyver Commanders, or my side for fear for the Hyver Commanders. Right. Is there anything else? There's a second heavy security bot, I believe. I better take care of this guy. Don't want to do that. Don't want to do that.
Holy sister, give me strength.
Alright, there is a second heavy security bot, plus they're immune to Berserk. That room is going to be interesting to fight my way into.
Dirty.
This is where Adamantium Sword really shines. AoE situations. Get a ridiculous amount of damage I'm doing. Specimen Taker. They have a laser rifle, very irritating enemies. The gas also reduces your vision and can poison you unless you have contain armor. Or you have the filtration mask, but it's more of a minor irritant than anything else at this stage in the game for me. I mean, this is actually a pretty good time to try out Cure, right?
Okay, focus on my breathing. Now I'm in your head.
It lived.
First to fight.
That's another one of those cyborg bears. I gotta be very careful. They can damage inventory. That's where it is. Oh, that's just a scrap cult. Those aren't dangerous at all. Nevertheless, I'm gonna kill them because they can drop shotgun shells. Massive quantities of shotgun shells sometimes. Toxoid. Ah, I see, I see. It's a teleportation. I know how to open that door. It's pretty trivial. All you have to do is go back to where the other end of the teleport. I believe it was here. Oh, that's it's actually an interrogation pod. And you step through, voila. Should probably kill the Marigi drone first. Ooh, superconductors. I can make a laser rifle finally. There we go, shotgun shells. I think these guys might actually be somewhat vulnerable to telekinesis, then again maybe not. I think they also have psi I can trade. Only 9? It's not a lot. Alright, as you can see I got my shotgun ammunition back. Hopefully it hasn't recharged yet. Good. Do I really need to kill the toxoid? Probably not.
Now I'm in your head. Let's play with your minds.
But they're not hard to kill. Hopefully this will lure the remaining robot in that armory out.
I'm a genius.
Or I could keep succeeding these 15% chances to trigger them. That's great. Alright, robot. I know how I'm going to deal with you. So, with the masterminding there, I cannot use the telekinetic, the shrapnel storm trick on it, but this thing's not immune. Just need to position my character very carefully.
I need more power.
Okay then. Level up. I must have forgotten to assign some skill points last level. That's kind of silly. I don't really need more empathy or telekinesis. Don't really need pointsing. Pretty much anything. So I might as well just, you know, put pointsing whatever I feel like now. Mostly the combat skills. Oh, I didn't use assault weapons? Yeah, that's alright. 3 points. What am I going to put them into? Biotech. Why not more foraging? I don't need it, but I suppose I might as well level up Mecha Empathy at this point. I mean, I'm not going to get anywhere with it in time, I think, but it's nothing else worth putting the points into. I mean, I could also keep leveling up Telekinesis, but whatever. Didn't work. No problem. I'll just wait for it to recharge.
Play with your
Is there a stim tower in there? I only see a mastermind. It shouldn't be immune. It's really strange. I don't see a stim tower. I'm not quite sure how it's resisting the effects, but well, this is a problem. This room is actually very, very difficult to assault because of this. Let me think. Yeah, I'm gonna have to bust out the mag rifle for this. Using a shotgun here would be not very effective, since these enemies have really good, I mean, they'll almost certainly trigger the teleport trap, but I don't mind if that happens. Yeah. Huh! They got rid of themselves. Alright, that works for me. That's not real. Don't really need this anymore. Don't know where the robots went, but I'm not gonna be too bothered by this. So there they are. I haven't had a chance to use grenades in so long, but the robot could fire a grenade at me, which I don't want. Now, though, is a perfect time. Mag rifle, not so accurate up close. What is that trap? I can't remember if it's the item destruction trap or not. It might be that. I haven't seen the item destruction trap though. I'm so crazy paranoid. Not a bad thing, roguelike. See, more shotgun shells. I knew that ammunition would come around. There'd be plenty more. I do want to access the Tesseract well, right. Because there are certain items I want to try to craft. Let's see, do I have another welding goo in here? I thought I did. Then again, I might not. Store this. I could make laser rifle, but then again, I could also potentially make a pulse rifle. I'm gonna hold off on making any sort of the laser weapons just yet. Maybe later. Yeah, right now is probably not the best time. Pick that out. Yeah. Keep this in my inventory as backup. As a backup source of power. And then I might as well make another adamantium claw because it's frankly the only use at this point for these components. There's nothing else to do with them. Stack this up. Now, okay, I have the components to make something called pit stew. Edible roots, tainted meat, the Morigi flavor oil and ancient herbs, and fat strips, right. Excellent. Is there anything else I need? Deposit cloth can go in there. Well, since I'm looking for more welding goo, I'm gonna keep these components in my inventory for now. I could also make the item that makes me immune to disintegration. I have the components, string sinks, adaptive crystal, and superconductor, but I'm not too worried about disintegration since I know how else you can deal with it. Do I seriously? You know what? It's an undeterminate amount of time before I can find another welding goo. Let me put this stuff in here for now. And since I can access the Tesseract well with 99% chance, just come back and do it when I need to. Yeah. I mean, given that I have 5 nano reconstructors, I don't need this. The repair efficiency is too low anyway. Don't really need this either, but I might as well keep it there. Yeah, this should be good. Oh, I can put the biocontroller in there. Don't really need that either. Excellent! Oh, I also don't need the crappy Dura knife or any more unstable isotopes at this point. So get rid of these. Excellent. Now, if I remember correctly, there was a creation station down there, though. Creation station is very good. I might as well use bypass circuit. I have so many bypass circuits. Nope. Creation station allows you to potentially cook food too, if you can repair it, and if you can pass a decipher check. I apparently can't even repair it, so never mind. Alright, I think I lured out most of the robots. There might be one more here, no? Alright. That's a medium turret. Whatever it's using, it's no match for my adamantium claws. It's using something with high explosive ammunition. Alright, on to the next floor. Thank you for watching.